Hello everyone, this is Candace and Lynn from Free Spirits Healing, and we're here today to do a quick reading with you guys, or for you guys, and this is just for everybody in the collective, anybody who sees this, and I will be using a brand new deck that I actually just got today.
It's glary.
It's very glary. I don't know if
Maybe
you can even see it.
There, Keepers of the Light.
There. Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray. And normally I would need a little bit of time to kind of adjust to the new deck, but I actually really have connected with it really strongly, so I think that it should be just fine.
They work.
Yeah, I did a reading for her, and it was very accurate, so. Yeah. Your turn.
I have my Goddess cards. I think last time I did Ganesh cards, but today I have Goddess of Guidance Oracle cards. These are actually one of my favorites. They're fairly new, but I have worked with them a little bit, so we'll see. Actually, I worked with them last night. It's so funny because what came up for me was don't worry about it, which was perfect.
Stop worrying.
Stop worrying.
Worrying is pointless. It doesn't get you anywhere at all. So the reason why we do these is when we pull a card, then we kind of know the topic that needs to be discussed. So it just kind of brings about the conversation that we are meant to have at this time. So you might be watching this in 3 years and it'll be relevant to you, even though it's November 2016 right now. So you just, if you stumbled on this video and it's old, well, you might still want to watch it because the information is stuff that never gets old. Yeah. So time is time is irrelevant. It's not real. It's just time isn't linear. So I know that's like a whole conversation on its own.
I was thinking, what is it? Right place, right time. Which is usually how this happens. You'll be in the right place and the right time, and this will come to you.
Yeah.
Somehow I have a feeling of what might come out, though. Just because it seems like it's been the topic of that we've been talking about. So we'll
it
see
seems
how
like
that
it kind of
works.
does go back to things that we've already been like talking about or feeling already, I guess. These cards are really slippery because they're brand new. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to say that. Melchizedek.
Wow.
So read the name for yourself, because I'm Melchizedek. I probably have to say it a whole bunch of times and then I'll be able to say it.
Does it have a pronunciation in the book?
Oh, it might have pronunciation in the book. So it's higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is not required for further progress. This is funny because this came up in my reading yesterday about trusting your inner wisdom.
And we were just having a conversation about that.
So it's the theme of the day so far.
Apparently. Let's see.
I will see if there is a pronunciation because it certainly won't hurt for us to know how to say this name.
That's so funny that came up because we have really been, I don't know so much about Candace. You know, everybody who does this type of spiritual work, I guess, you always hit that wall of, is this true? Is this really happening? Am I really feeling what I feel? When I pull my cards, is that what I need to know, or is it just a lucky guess? And I struggle with that a lot because I'm really new to it. But then, you know, just like today, right before we did the video, I had Candace pull my cards, and they just hit one right after the other. The funny thing was, every time she was going through her deck, I had that feeling of stop right there. And then she would stop and she pulled my card. So 3 times she did that, and every card she pulled was just point on for what I needed to hear. Or actually, I didn't even need to hear it. I had already told her all of this, and it just came right out.
You know, like a reminder, or like cementing that in, that this is really real.
Yeah, it's really real, and especially for me, just like last night how I pulled Lakshmi, it was like, don't worry, I've been worrying so much about so many different things and doubting myself, and you know, just crazy things going on for me. And she pulled all of those cards, and they were just all of them reassuring. You know, have hope. What was it? Hope, inner strength, and I I can't remember the third one, which was the monk. But it went
One step at a time.
yes,
On
like
your
you're on the
path.
right path. So all of those things that I had just talked to her about came up for me, and so I was telling her, I said, when you want to doubt your intuition, just pull cards on me.
Well, it's funny because I do a weekly reading on my channel, Return to Avalon, and yesterday when I was doing my video, I said I feel like I'm not trusting my intuition today, and that was before I do the cards, and then I was shuffling the cards, and I said, okay, I'm going to trust my intuition, and like telling myself, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do okay, this is fine, stop like worrying about it or thinking about it because it's just fine. And then the first card I drew was trust reversed, not trusting,
Yeah.
it was even reversed, not trusting.
You're not
Like
listening.
this deck doesn't even need to be in reverse. Like you pull the card with trust and you know that you're not trusting something, but it was reversed. Like you are not trusting.
They know, they're telling you.
Yeah. Okay, so it is pronounced Melchizedek.
Oh, that makes sense.
Melchizedek. I'm not going to remember. Maybe not. I can't even see the screen.
Hopefully that resonates with someone.
Yeah, hopefully you understand that you have the wisdom inside of you. Oh, the screen always goes black. Then it feels like we're not there, but we are. I don't know if you guys, I guess I'll tell you who he is because I like learning this stuff, who these people are. So Melchizedek is a high priest who is mentioned in the Bible's book of Genesis and many other sources too. He's here to assist the earth through the ascension process, which is basically moving everyone and everything back to a state of love and harmony. He appears with a bright light around him and a long white beard to match his ancient high priest ways, and is said to have his own order of light-filled priests who are able to help spiritual people develop their gifts and qualities. As he works on a high energetic level, we can connect with him through sacred geometry and by focusing on ancient star-shaped symbols.
Sacred geometry.
Yeah.
Do you use that with your crystals then? That would seem like...
Well, yeah, crystals are sacred geometry, but like the flower of life on that card. And that.
Maybe if you tilt it forwards then. There.
There we go. It's like every time I show the cards, I have to go through that.
Yeah. It's just
All right.
technical things. All right. Okay, let me... I've been here shuffling. Actually, I don't... I think it's this one here. Bodies of water. Gosh. Okay. So my original thought was something about peace, that it was going to be something about peace. So bodies of water, spend time near water such as a lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. So if you know me, this is solace. I don't know how to... I'm just as bad. I'm getting further away. Bodies of water, solace. If you know anything about me, you know that I am like a fish, and I am the happiest and most peaceful when I am near water. It's kayaking, swimming, taking a bath for hours. Anything like that to me is peaceful, and it is a recharge. And I was just telling Candace when I got here today, I feel like I'm just so full of gunk. I need to like restart, and you might be feeling like that too, especially with all the holiday stuff going on, like Thanksgiving, having to deal with your family or deal with friends. Now you're thinking about shopping for Christmas. It is so draining. There's so much stuff going on that's really not super, super important, but we put such a...
We put a lot of energy into that
Yeah,
stuff.
we put so much energy into this stuff and we make it more important than it actually has to, and it drains us. So, that could go along with going out into nature, or just take a bath, go take a walk by the river or by a lake, just kind of
Or seek what is your own peace, even.
yeah,
Because I feel like for you, water is peace, And for a lot of us, water is peace, but it might also be like hugging a tree or something.
Yeah, I was also thinking like going into nature, to whatever your peace is. A lot of times when people seek peace, it does seem to be something nature related, because it's kind of like bringing yourself back to
and it
the
often
land.
is water. I think for most people it probably is water. I don't know, like there's a peacefulness about water.
There is.
And it doesn't even matter if you swim. I don't swim, but being by water is just like so peaceful. And
oh, that makes sense. So the message from, let me make sure I'm pronouncing her name right. Sulis. Yep. She's a Celtic sun goddess who oversees bodies of water associated with healing. The fountain of healing water in Bath, England is named in Sulis's honor. Call upon Sulis while conducting healing ceremonies involving water, while taking a revitalizing swim or bath, or when you need help arranging your schedule or finances to allow a trip to the ocean or lake. So the message is, water's curative effects are well known and well documented. Since the human body is composed almost entirely of water, this makes sense. And it actually does, because we're 90% water. Mm-hmm. Water can wash away sadness, pain, and the ill effects of suffering. Engage in purification rituals involving water more often, and you'll experience an uplifting in your spirit and outlook. Water's magical properties are amplified when you infuse it with your prayers and intentions. Whether you soak in a sea salt bath or bathe in a freshwater spring, you're sure to see the difference that water will make. So you can go for a walk near water, take a vacation near the ocean, move to a home situated closer to a body of water. That's what I want to do.
that's what I want to do.
Swim or take a sea salt bath and detox your energetic and physical body, and drink more water.
Yeah, I was going to say, drink more water.
That's a given.
We all need to be told to drink more water.
Yeah.
It's crazy how.
So I would say that especially during this time of being busy and on the go, definitely try to take some time out for you to just recharge and make so you don't get run down and worn out and cranky over this holiday season. So
yeah, I think we need that reminder, like even all year long. Like right now it's crazy here, but even like in June this might be relevant. It's like, oh, it's summer and the kids are home and it's craziness, and or the school is just getting out.
Yeah, there's always something.
It is. There's always something.
Yeah, you always think, oh, it'll calm down when this, or it'll calm down when that. And it doesn't. It never calms down, never ever, because when one thing you think is done, something else comes up. That's just the way it is. I mean, we both have kids, and even when I didn't have kids, there was always something. There always just seems to be something. So that taking a walk, that's just taking some time for yourself to just calm your inside, calm yourself down, your spirit down, or just to refresh yourself. That's how I feel that's yeah. So I guess if you do see this at some other time, you need to either take a vacation or just go dip your toes in water and relax.
My feet are like, we want to be in water.
I know. I'm like, I want to go swimming now.
It's all cold outside.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to know my feet are like they get a little tingly, and it's funny because I've kind of been feeling, well, it's been colder here, so I can't just go walk barefoot outside, and it's been raining a lot. And it's not like it's freezing, like I could, but since it's not warm, I don't. But I start feeling like that feeling in my feet, like they need to be direct contact on the earth.
Yeah.
And I think I might actually go do that here pretty soon and just take a few minutes. Like I had a headache for like 3 days, and it's still, it's mostly gone, but I still feel like that lingering, and I'm feeling like if I put my feet on the ground, I can drain out some of that.
Yeah, that's funny how that works for you, and I'm so different. For me, I have to go take a bath or go swimming. Actually, I signed up at the gym or whatever, so I can go swimming whenever I want to, because that brings me the most, other than yoga, that brings me like the most peace. I can just turn off and just swim, and it feels like everything just comes out of me. So
that's something I should probably think about, because I think for me it's a fear, like a deep-rooted fear, the water. I love the water. I need to be near the water. I like to put my feet in the water, but I have a fear of drowning, like really, really bad. And so I've never really learned how to swim, even though I took swimming lessons as a kid. It was just like there was so much fear involved. I couldn't ever pick it up or understand.
Yeah.
Because I would just blank.
Panic.
Yeah, it was just panic all the time.
That's funny. I did almost drown. And I used to know how to swim, and then I almost drowned, and I wouldn't swim for forever and ever. And then it was only about 2 or 3 years ago that a friend of mine had a big pool in their backyard, and so we went swimming, or we were just in the pool, and I'm safe in that. It's so tiny, but you never know. You could conk your head or drown.
You could still is a lot better than like a lake.
Yes,
or
but you
something.
still have that fear that either because my kids were in there with me, like your kids are going to drown, and so you're always in that anxiety mode, and just for whatever reason, I just kicked up and started swimming, and I thought, oh my gosh, I still know how to swim, and I love it. And ever since then, I've just been like dying to go swimming, and
I feel like I have this feeling in me, like I really want to swim.
like you need to do it.
Yeah, like I need to do it, but yet this fear is still so much bigger.
And that's the thing, you
It's
just
like
need to go
overcoming
jump
that
in a
fear.
pool and just do it.
I've done it in meditation. Does that count? Because I
No.
remember saying in the meditation, "This isn't real. I can do this and not worry about drowning." I mean, it's real, but it's not real. I'm not physically there. So, so I've been practicing, but. So I guess that is the message for now, and hopefully we will be back in a few days or next week or whenever we can manage to get back together. I've realized that we just kind of have to go with what works for us because we're busy and things are crazy right now. So we will be back as soon as we can, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week and life and whatever. But hopefully you'll visit us again.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.